Hi guys, I'm Missy, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So I promised you guys my end of the year empties. I'm finally getting around to filming that, and it'll obviously go up as soon as I get it edited. Sorry for the delay. There's been quite a lot going on recently. Excuse kind of like the bit of a jumbled mess behind me. I'm kind of reworking how I want my background to look. So this is not final for right now, but it is just something I'm kind of playing around with. Okay, but anyways, let's get into the empties. So I think I want to start with body care. And that is the least amount I have here. So first I have a candle. This is the Cocoa Puffs candle. I did use it up, but I really didn't like this one, and no one in my house really liked it. They were like, oh my god, I'll be so glad when this one is gone, because they hated the smell of it. But you guys know me, I try to use things up because I bought them. So yeah, my family in this household was not a big fan of the Cocoa Puff scent in this candle. It really didn't smell like chocolate to us. It just, I don't know, I can't explain. It just didn't smell good. So there is that. So I'll be glad to get that out of the house. Fragrance wise, I did use up this little bottle. It's a 0.375 ounce bottle of Vanilla Fields. I've been using Vanilla Fields ever since I was in high school. One of my favorite like signature scents is Vanilla Fields. Smells really good. It's been one of my favorite, like I said, for years. But I have a lot of fragrances I want to get through. So I will not be repurchasing that for a while, just simply because I have so much fragrances already. Alright, next let's do body scrubs. So I have these two little ones I got through Ipsy, and they're both from Frank Body brand. I have the Rosehip Body Scrub Plus Cleanser and the Glycolic Body Scrub. And I actually liked really both of these. I felt like after using them, my skin felt really, really soft. And you guys know I have sensitivity to certain things. So I didn't have an issue with either one of these, especially, you know, I have sensitivity on my body particularly. So I have to be very careful with what I use. And I did pretty good with both of these. So yeah, I like them. I would definitely repurchase, and even these little ones like lasted me a while. Alright, next we have lotions. And I first have this, I believe it's Memoire is the brand, body lotion, and it's in the, excuse me, and it's in the scent Vanilla Frosting. If I remember correctly, this smells really good. Yeah, I really liked the scent of this one. That's just what it looks like. Again, another Ipsy glam bag item. I don't remember. It either came in a glam bag or it was a mystery bag or an add-on item for me. But yeah, I used it up because I like to put a lotion on my hands every single night. I'd have to check to see how much this is, but I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. I would repurchase it as long as it's not super expensive, because I don't feel like I need to buy super luxury expensive lotions. The other mini one I have is also from Ipsy. This is the Kopari Ultra Restore Body Butter. This one was my favorite scent of the lotions. And it was very relaxing. Like, the scent was relaxing to me, putting it on before bed. Yeah, it smells really good. I would definitely repurchase this again, you know, price-wise. Because I just haven't priced any of this stuff to see, because I have so many things in my household I need to go through, so I don't even bother to look or get tempted. And if I feel like I want to really get it, it's, you know, I'll just go back in my videos and look and see how I felt about it a lot of times. But next we have a Purlisse Coconut Oil plus Tumeric Silky Body Butter. I got this in an AIA Beauty bundle box, so I had it a while. And you guys know I have back issues, so it's very difficult for me to apply lotion all over my body. So I bought a little like extender roller thing from Bell's Outlet, and I filled it up with this, and I was able to, you know, put lotion all over my body that way, and that's how I use this one up. It's not a bad scent. It's not one that I would reach for a lot, but I did do a good job of moisturizing my knees and my legs and stuff, so I would use it for that. I can't speak for the turmeric in it because I know turmeric can have some like anti-inflammatory properties. I didn't really notice anything with that because I don't know how much is even in here, but yeah, it lasted me a good while, this big container, but I did like it. Okay, so that is my body care and candle fragrance stuff. There might be another fragrance hiding in here somewhere, a mini, I'm not sure. But let's move on to, let's do hair care, because that's the next one that I have the least amount of stuff of. I'm just going to kind of throw this stuff behind me, out of my way. Okay, so first up, you guys know I love Biosilk, been using it for years. It's getting harder and harder for me to find though. I have color treated hair, so I got the color therapy one. I already have 2 more bottles of this back in my bathroom waiting to be used. I used every bit of this up, love it. Makes my hair feel super soft, super silky. I mean, it is called Biosilk. It doesn't really help much with frizz though, so I do have to buy other products to kind of help me with that, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? I would definitely repurchase this. I am going to have to start looking for a replacement brand, just simply because I can tell if I want this, I'm going to have to keep ordering it, or not keep, I'm going to have to start ordering it online, because I've been restocking via like TJ Maxx and Bell's Outlet and Ross and things like that, but even they are not getting this stuff now, so I'm going to have to find a replacement brand, sadly. But I do like it. I don't, you know, I loved it for years. So, next, from that same brand, I have a dry shampoo that I ordered. It's okay. It's not my favorite dry shampoo, and I used it up like rather quickly. I mean, you still hear there's a little bit in there, but it won't come out. So, yeah, this is the only thing from that brand that I would say I really probably wouldn't repurchase. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either, you know. So yeah, it's just an iffy product. Alright, staying within the dry shampoo range, I did pick up this Hask charcoal purifying dry shampoo. I heard it was really good. It did a good job. I didn't have any problem with it. I did use it up. I believe it was relatively cheap on Target too, I think. If it is, I would definitely repurchase this one. I think it did do a good job with keeping the oils at bay in my hair. Let's see here. We have a Foxybae 12-in-1 Magic Daily Leave-In Hair Mask. I really like this. When I would use this, my hair would feel so soft. And I was excited because I saw that my Bell's Outlet got some of this brand in. So I'm wanting to try some more from this brand since I like this so much. So yeah, again, just kind of the caveat of anything. If it's affordable and I like it, then I would definitely repurchase. But if it's like $50, $100 to repurchase something, that's not going to happen. This girl ain't dropping that much money on stuff like that. But yeah, I really like how this made my hair look. It was very soft and shiny after the use of this. Definitely would repurchase. I got this in, what did I get this in? I think I got this as a gift actually from a family member. Alright, next Oh, here's another item that I have used for years and years and years, and I stockpiled these when my Dollar Tree had them, and this is the very last one. I've talked about this before on my channel, I believe. This is the L'Oreal Everstrong Sulfate Free Overnight Hair Repair Treatment. I use this, and every time I would go to the hairdresser, every time I would go to the hairdresser to get my hair cut, they would always ask me what I used, because I go long periods of time between getting my hair cut, right? So you would think I would have a crap ton of split ends, and they were like, what do you use on your hair, because you hardly have any split ends. And it was this. So I am very sad to see this go. You can no longer get this, unfortunately. So I've been on the hunt trying to find something to replace this, and so far I haven't found anything. So yeah, sadly it's just going to be one that kind of goes down in the history books as one I loved and is no longer available. But yeah, I loved this product so much. So much I stockpiled like 10 bottles from my Dollar Tree when they got it in. But I used every single one of those, with the exception of 2, because I gave 2 to family members. Alright, so next we have this Head Candy All-in-One Miracle Spray. I got this off of Sephora in like a set. It smelled good, but I really didn't notice anything with this. So yeah, I don't think I would repurchase this. I didn't really notice it doing anything to my hair. And, you know, I just used it up to use it up. Most of the time it was in my travel bag, so I would take it on a weekend so that I could just kind of spray my hair down so it would have some wetness to it to brush through so it wasn't as frizzy. But, yeah, nah, I wouldn't repurchase this. Okay, so we have 2 bottles of the Silke Hair Detangler Spray. I really like this brand. I picked up one of these through my Ipsy, and then I bought another, and I have another back in my, no, I have the Heat Defense Serum from this brand back in my bathroom. And then I have a full-size leave-in conditioner that I found at TJ Maxx that I bought because I really like how my hair feels when I use this. I think that I have a thing, I guess, apparently, for brands that have silk in their name, but I do really like the products because they do literally make me feel like my hair feels like silk. So they're nice and silky and shiny. Now I will say with this brand though, I have to be very careful because I have naturally oily hair. So if I go overboard with this brand, my hair can look greasy. So I will say that about this Silky brand. But I love this as a detangler for my hair. Okay, so then we have 2 of these. They're called the New Company Supathick Scalp Serum for Hair Density. I have 2 because I got them in Ipsy bags. I didn't really notice any difference with this. I think it claims for like volume and stuff. It's supposed to stimulate circulation. Yeah, I have to look it up. I believe it, yeah, because it's called Supathick. Yeah, I believe when I looked it up, it said that it was supposed to help with increase like natural volume to your hair and kind of help hair growth. I did both of these serums till they were completely gone, and I noticed nothing to my hair. Nada. So honestly, they were just a waste. I mean, they didn't cost me very much because, I mean, they automatically came in my Ipsy bag anyways. But yeah, I definitely would not repurchase this one for me. Alright, next up, I have a Living Proof Nourishing Styling Cream. Again, this is another one that came, I believe this one came in an Ipsy mystery bag. Either that or my sister gave it to me. I have a hard time remembering where things come from sometimes, so there's that. But it was an okay styling cream. I'm more of like a gel consistency person for styling my hair. So this was more of like a thick, not a thick lotion, but like a cream. I mean, it's a cream. So yeah, I'd like a cream consistency. Wasn't a huge fan of that, so I don't think I would repurchase it just simply for that reason, because I'm more of a gel person for styling my hair. But yeah, I mean, it did good. There is that. It's just, I didn't like the consistency of it. Just personal preference there. Okay, and then we have the Moroccanoil Protect and Prevent Spray Color Care. I love this brand. This is another brand that makes my hair feel shiny and silky and smooth, which is what I want my hair to feel like. There's probably a video back on this channel or pictures on my Instagram from when I used the first Michaela Glam Light collab, and if you look at my hair in that picture or that video, it is super silky and super shiny, and it is because of this brand right here, specifically this spray, because that was what I was using at the time. So I picked this up again off of Sephora when they were having like a deal on like their minis. The only thing is the pump on this broke on me about halfway through. So it's like you would push it and it would get stuck. And so it's not doing it now because there's not really a product in it. But it would get like really, really stuck. So I did not care for that. But I love this brand. I want to try some more from it. They are a little on the pricey side though. I am kind of beating myself up though, because we had Tuesday morning stores that went out of business, and they had a bunch of this Moroccanoil stuff, and I wish I had bought it at the time. So yeah, I'm kind of beating myself up for that because it was at a cheaper price, but definitely would repurchase this, but I'm gonna break the bank a little bit on it. Alright, and then the last thing for hair care, I used up these two, I think they're called Aliver, it's the brand, Broken Hair Finishing Creams. And basically all these are is a wand. This one is so goopy. And this is what happened to this one. See how thick and goopy it got. It's just a wand that you run through your hair to help with flyaways. Yeah, this one's completely dry. And it works really well. It just, like you guys saw, if it sits too long, it'll do that weird, like, thickening goop mess there. But yeah, I really liked both of these. I did buy a Shop Miss A version of it that I don't really like as well. It's okay, but it had a vanilla scent. I don't really want a scent in mine. These are not scented. So I may look and see if Amazon still has any of these, because I do need a new one for like to throw in my bag and stuff. But right now I'm using a R&Co cream that I saw recommended online that works really well, just to kind of rub through my hands and then smooth. I didn't use it today, but I needed to. But yeah, I really like those. Alright guys, give me 1 second. My allergies are bothering me. I'm getting a little stuffy. You guys could probably tell. So I'm going to go take care of that, come back, and then I'll go over makeup and then skincare with you guys. Okay guys, I'm back, and I think I shouldn't have smelled that candle. I think that was what aggravated me, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this. Again, I apologize if I sound like nasally and stuff, but it's not much I can do about it. So, first thing is I used up these AOA Nearly Naked Brown eyelashes in the style Effortless. So, they came out with these, they're brown colored lashes, like a very light brown, so it looks more like a natural look. My only complaint with these is the lash band on them were very difficult to conform to my eye, and normally I do not have that problem with these lashes from Shop Miss A, so that's my only pet peeve. I'm gonna try another one, but if it's a struggle like this one was the entire time I was using it, I'm probably just going to end up decluttering all those lashes, unfortunately. I mean, lesson learned only buy one or two when you first want to try something out, and don't go hog wild and buy all the styles like I did, and then you're stuck with them when they don't work. So yeah, I mean, they looked beautiful once I had them on, but they were a pain to put on. So there is that. So pain to put on makes me not want to repurchase. So we'll see how the other ones go. Alright, next, we're just going to do some tools here. Just have two beauty sponges that I've used and used and used. I wash my sponges, so that's why they don't look like super gross or anything. I mean, these still have makeup all over them because where I didn't wash them, because I'm not going to keep using them. But it's the LA Girl sponge and then the Grease Makeup Revolution sponge. They're just too firm for what I like. I just wanted to use them up to have them gone. So there are those two sponges. I've told you guys before, I like the Shop Miss A Paw sponge and the Real Technique sponges. Those are my favorite density and shape. Okay. Next, speaking of cleaning, I used up the E.L.F. Solid Sponge Cleanser. I really like this, especially for like in between thorough washings. As you can see, I used every bit of this to the point there was nothing left. I cleaned it out. It was kind of like a charcoal type. Oops. It was kind of like a charcoal type consistency. I did buy their new one. It's back in my bathroom. I haven't quite used it yet, so I'll update you guys whether I like it or not, but I really like this one. I would definitely repurchase. I don't know if it's still available since they have the new one though. Okay, next. Let's do my MAC Fix Plus. You guys, I have repurchased this so many times. I had a mini, that's what I started out with. Then I bought a full size, used all it up. Then I bought another full size, that's this one, used all of it up. I have another full size over here that you guys can see I'm already getting low on. And then I have the small version of their like actual setting spray. This is more of a fixing spray. I really like the original too. That's the only one I use. I had to have the girl hunt this one down because there was none on the shelf. That was just like the scented ones. I don't really like the scented ones. So, and I had to explain to her that I wanted the original. But what I do with these is after I set my face with all my powder, I love to spray this and then take a makeup sponge, and I mean I saturate my face, take a makeup sponge and then blend it in, because if I don't, sometimes, you know, I'm in my 40s, sometimes the powders will settle, especially here in my forehead where I have most of my fine lines and wrinkles. And around, you know, like the corners of my eyes and stuff. The powder will like to settle in there and it'll look kind of cakey if I do not do that. So I really like this spray for that. So yeah, you guys can see I've repurchased it several times, and I'm going to repurchase it again. It's just one of those items that's a staple in my makeup routine. Alright, sticking with setting spray, I have the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow setting spray. I like this. Like I said, I have certain things in my routine that I really like, right? So I like to set down my face with powder, spray the MAC Fix Plus, then I will spray with like a long lasting setting spray. I know it's a lot of steps and most people don't want to do this, but with like a long setting matte setting spray, because I have very oily T-zone, right? But I like my skin to look glowy, so how I do that and put that back in is, one, I use my NYX High Glass, which I have backups of, and when they're gone, they're gone. I'll be sad when that happens. But I did order E.L.F's new Halo Glow pressed powder, and I've heard good things about, so hopefully I'll like that one. but then I'll go in with a dewy setting spray on top to like finish it all off. And this was a good one. This was the illuminating one. I already have another version of this that they redid or changed the bottle. You guys will see when I do my full face of Catrice in my affordable drugstore makeup stuff. But yeah, I really like this. I would definitely repurchase. I mean, I did. Okay, next we have a Colourpop Brow Boss Gel in the shade Soft Black. This is the old component. Now they're like a beige color. I used this up so much that it got like crusty. I use this on days where I wanted just a very like quick one and done brow. And it didn't make my brows look great, I'll be honest. And I have found that there are better brow gels out there, tinted brow gels out there, but at the time, you know, I was just kind of still getting into makeup and stuff again, and I liked it for what it was at the time. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase it now because I found better products that I like. Okay, so I believe that is all of the brow gel stuff. That got in there. So let's talk about concealer. So I have this Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade 00. I use this a lot when I would do makeup looks where I needed to be very pale and I needed a light concealer, and this worked wonders for it. And I still would have kept it because there's still product in it, but unfortunately the same thing happened to all of my no filter concealers. The doe foot just fell off randomly. I don't know if this is something that like Colourpop did to let you know, to the point where like, okay, it's bad now, you need to throw it away, stop using it, because it's very odd that like they all happened at the same time. Like they were perfectly fine before, had no problems pulling the doe foot in and out of this container. It was just one day within like a week of each other, I opened them up and they were all just, nope, my doe foot's gonna break off into inside of the bottle and you can't get to it. So I was not happy about that. Coverage wise, this concealer is just an okay concealer. It's not like full coverage to me or anything. It's more like a medium coverage. I mean, this is a very, very light shade though, so yeah, I would not repurchase simply because of the component issue. Alright, foundation wise. So I have one that I use more as like a primer, right? This is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. I got the shade 01 Light. So I love a good glowy primer. You know, I told you guys I love to look glowy. So a lot of times I'll start with a glowy primer and a pore filling primer. And depending on if my face feels dry, I'll do a hydrating one too. This is one of my favorites, especially because it's very easy to use and it does have a tint to it. So if you want to just wear this on its own and you get a good shade match for you, especially with me who suffers from redness in this area of my face, especially my cheeks, this worked really well for that. So I would a lot of times when I didn't feel like doing like a full makeup, I would just kind of do a little simple eye look and put this on and a little lippy and some mascara and be done for the day. This was really good for that. So I would definitely repurchase this. The only reason I haven't is because I have a lot more glowy primers I need to use up in my drawer right now, and I'm trying to get better at using up what I have. So there is that. Definitely would recommend and repurchase. And then you guys know this is like my holy grail foundation, right? This is the E.L.F. Flawless Finish foundation in the shade Sand. And I just happened upon this in my Dollar Tree one day, and I was like, it's only $1, because at the time it was $1, not $1.25. I was like, I'll give it a try. If it's too dark, I'll just, you know, lighten it up or something with mixing mediums. but I put it on and it was a very good shade match. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I wore it throughout the day and I was like, oh, I love how this looks. So I've learned that I love a satin finish foundation based off of this foundation. Just trying it out on a whim one day for, you know, cheap. So since then I have bought it several times and it does sit in my drawer. I use other foundations too, but this one I always keep coming back to because I love the finish. I did get their new one, their new satin foundation, and it did have a good longevity, but my issue with it is even though I asked E.L.F. what would the color match be equivalent to this for me, and they told me what it would be, it's way too dark. The one I bought was way too light, and the one they recommended was way too dark. So I just don't think that I can find an equivalent, a very good equivalent shade for this without mixing two together of that one. And you guys know I hate to do that. It just creates more work for me, and I have enough steps that I add in my makeup to begin with. So yeah, I would definitely keep repurchasing this until it is no longer available, and hopefully they do not do that, but we all know brands like to do that. So love, love, love. This is my holy grail foundation. Alright, so next I have a Aether Beauty Desert Rose Lip and Cheek Oil Stain, and this is like a very like bright berry pink shade. This lasted me a really long time, to the point where I was like, am I ever going to use this tiny little thing up? Because I would use it, like I said, when I would do the kind of like easy makeup for the day, like the quick one and done type stuff. I would use this because I could put it on my cheeks real quick, blend it out, and then put it on my lips and blend it out, be done. And it lasted a really long time. It was a very pretty, like rosy, I'd say probably a little darker, maybe a little bit darker than this shade right here on me. So it looked very nice on my skin tone, and I enjoyed it. Would I repurchase it? No, just because it's not something that I feel like I need. I'm more of a powder blush person, and I'm not a huge big lip and cheek person. I'll use it if I have it and it's given to me, but I don't go out of my way to purchase it unless like it's part of a collection and I want the whole collection or something, you know. So just personal preference there. But I do see, especially with like the clean girl aesthetic that's been popular the last couple of years, I see why things like this are popular, because it's a lot less product that you need and it's multi-use, you know. Okay, so next I finally used up my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Blackest Brown. You guys know I have been talking about this for a while now, and it is finally gone. It is one of my favorite pencils because it has a super fine tip. It did get to the point where like the last little bit was very dry and it broke off, so that's why it's finished. Before that, I loved it. It would glide on super easy. I wouldn't have any issues. I could draw little strokes, all that with it. And it came with a nice thin spoolie, because you guys know I have very thin, almost non-existent brows, especially the tail. So anything I can get to kind of help me make my brows look a little fuller, I appreciate. Although I'm hearing that thin brows is coming back in, so that's a good thing for me since I have naturally thin brows. But yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. I like it. Alright, so next I have eyeliner. And then I think the only other things I have are mascara. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I have some more brow products here. Okay, yeah, so I have a Everlasting 2-in-1 Lash Glue Liner. This is the Ioni brand. I love these. I have a bunch of them in black now, like a black container. Every time I go and I'm getting low, I buy some more of these, because what I will do is I will line my lash line, my upper lash line, with this because it is black and it is a glue, and then I will go in with my duo lash glue on my actual false lashes so that I have a very strong hold to help hold my lashes in place, and it's a very good combo. So yeah, I already have a couple of these backups in my drawer, so definitely something that has become a staple for me. The other brow product I have is this Colourpop Feather Effect Brow Pen in medium brown. I don't like these. Every time I get them, I thought I was going to be okay with this one because it wasn't already dry when I got it. Because every time I get these in a mystery box, they're already dry and there's like no pigment on it. So when I swatched this one, it had pigment. I was like, okay, finally. Then I tried it and I used it like maybe 4 or 5 times and then it dried out. So I hate these. I would recommend more the NYX, I forget what they're called, but they're a brow pen. The NYX brow pen. I would recommend them over this, definitely. So yeah, that's trash. The other thing I have an empty of is my Kat Von D little mini tattoo liner. I've been working on this for a while, but that's mainly because what I do, and I've showed you guys in the past, and like when I'm applying my lashes, I don't have any on today, but the inner corner here, I will draw from where the lash ended down my line so that it kind of gives a seamless line, so you can't tell there's separation between my eye and the fake lash. But it worked really well for that. It just finally dried up on me, but it took a while. Alright, so then lastly, the only things left I have are mascaras. I finally went through my mascaras and pulled out the ones that I did not like or were dried up, all that kind of stuff. I still have some more to go through though, but these are definitely the ones that did not make the first cut. So, because I had way too many open mascaras, I still do. So we have the Tres Luce Beauty one. That's a mini I got. Hated this. Did nothing for me. I have the Juice Beauty one. Hated this. Smudged on me all the time. Had to redo my makeup several times because of that mascara. So, I hate it. Oh, we have another brow product hiding in here. Told you guys before, this is the Essence Fix It. Fix It Like a Boss brow gel. This is one of my favorite brow gels. Love, love, love. Definitely will repurchase. Okay, back to mascara. So we have, let's do the Wet n Wild ones here. So I have two. I have the one from the Care Bears and one from Saved by the Bell. These are, they're not horrible mascaras, but they're not great mascaras. If you're looking for something kind of cheap, okay. I mean, honestly, the only reason I kept them as long as I did is because it had Care Bears on it and it had Saved by the Bell on it. They dried out pretty quickly on me, and the wand is just way too big for my eyes because it's like that. The wand on this one, the Saved by the Bell one's good because it's like that plasticky rubber silicone one that I like. But the Care Bears one is that kind of like fluffy. I don't know how to describe the shape, but yeah, didn't really care for these. Same thing for the Decisions formula. This was a horrible mascara. I hated it. This is, again, only kept because it was Breakfast Club. I'm big on nostalgia. Let's see, other ones I hated. This one was okay. This is the Beetlejuice Makeup Revolution one. It's a green mascara. That's really the only reason it's kind of in here. That, and it dried up pretty quickly on me too. is that I don't really use a green mascara, especially like this like minty green type shade very often. They're fun, but just not really something I reach for a lot. Same thing with the Colourpop Brownie Points mascara and Purple Pros. Originally I was keeping these because I was having a thing where I felt like I needed to keep everything that was part of a collection and just try to revive it with like ink blot and stuff. And I'm trying to get out of that mindset because it's just way too much clutter in my room doing that. So these were part of 2 different collections, Colourpop collections. And I was like, they're dry. I revived them once or twice. And they're just like clumping out. They need to go in the garbage. So that's where they are going now. And this BFF mascara is not my favorite mascara formula from Colourpop, I'll be honest. I don't feel like it's their best at all. Now their Act Natural line, though, is, I'm going to show you, is one of my favorites because these are all empties. I have it in brown and black, I believe. Yeah, 2 of them are black, 2 of them are brown. And I used all of this up because they were one of my favorites. I like to pair this with the Level Up when I wanted some more length. This is more of like my everyday natural mascara, especially the brown in it. So that's why I have so many of them. The other mascaras I have this one from Makeup Revolution from their Grease collection. I believe I like this one. Let me see. Let me look at the wand because a lot of times that will be kind of what makes my decision. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was a very kind of wet formula, but I did not like the wand. It was just too big for my eyes. So that's why this one's going. I have a little one from ZC. This is the Slender Mascara. I used this one a lot. I got it in an Ice Cream Beauty box. I use this one a lot under my eyes because it has a very, very thin wand that is perfect for that. It's pretty dry now. But yeah, it's very, very thin wand. Great for the lower lash line for me. Then I have my Essence mascaras. I have the I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume, really like this, and the Lash Like a Boss Instant Volume and Length. Both of these, you guys, I've told you several times, I do not have very good lashes. My lashes are very small, they like to dip down, they're pretty much almost non-existent. So if I can find a mascara that gives me a decent amount of length and a decent amount of volume, I will love it. And these are one of my favorites. The only one that I have found so far that has topped these 2 is my Charmacy Milano one that I got in my Ice Cream Beauty box, and I've already repurchased it twice. This is my top favorite, but these are my second backups of my top favorite. Yeah, so that is all of my makeup empties, which was quite a decent little amount. But I will tell you, I have way more skincare. I have really gotten into my skincare routine. Just like making sure I'm getting it done. Not really fully like researching ingredients to see what's best for this, what's best for that. Just kind of using up what I have in my collection that I've gotten in mystery boxes and subscription boxes and things like that. So this is all the skincare I have used for this year, and let me tell you, it's been a journey. Okay, so let's just kind of start out with one. This kind of goes in between skincare and makeup. This is the 4th Ray BFD Cleansing Oil. I kept this in my shower, so when I needed to take off my makeup before I wash my face, I reached for this every single time. And I will tell you, I loved using it for that. It did a phenomenal job of removing my makeup. because a lot of times I'll have an issue with mascara, so like kind of being on, and then I'll see when I go to wipe my eyes that mascara is on my towel. I didn't have that issue with this, so I would definitely repurchase this. This is Colourpop's sister brand, Fourth Ray. So yeah, I'm really considering buying another one of these because I do not have another makeup cleansing oil. I have makeup melting balms that I'm using, and I like those, but I will say this was a little easier and less messy for me to use. Alright, so let's move on to the skincare now. So, we have, I'm just going to kind of grab here. We have a energizing facial mist from Play Beauty. This has been sitting over with my setting sprays for a while now, and I got it in an AI Beauty bundle box. I'm not sure what's going on with this brand right now. I know there was like some sort of thing with the partner brand of theirs, and it just seems they haven't really posted on their Instagram in a while and things like that. So if you don't know, Play Beauty is owned by, or the face of the brand is Peyton List, and she's from the show Cobra Kai. If you didn't know, and this is from that collection with her brand Play Beauty and Cobra Kai. This is more of like you need to refresh your face for the day mist. I don't reach for those very often as like a pick-me-up for my makeup, but what I did do is I started incorporating it every night into a skincare routine so that I could saturate my face before I do my gua sha rollers and stuff. And by doing that, I used every single bit of this up, and right now I'm working on my pick-me-up spray from the Wet n Wild Care Bears collection, so that will be my next empty. So yeah, I didn't really notice anything with this too much. I mean, maybe feeling a little refreshed with it, but that was about it. Next, we have my Naturium Niacinamide Cleansing Jelly, 3%. It has a different lid on it because I gave my sister the pump to put on one of her items, because this is a lid from my cellar water. I like this. I think it's a good brand. Again, this is another one I got in an AIA Beauty bundle box. So I've had it a while. But I finally went through and used, I think I'm down to one thing left in this set, which is their like exfoliant, like liquid exfoliant. I think that's the only thing left I have to finish, but everything else I have finished. But yeah, I like this. I think my skin felt nice. It still doesn't top my favorite skincare brand yet, which is the Keys Soul Care, which I already emptied out and have repurchased. But I'm trying to go through other skincare I have first before I delve back into it. But unless I find something that wows me between now and then, I think that Keys Soul Care is probably going to become my skincare routine. I just loved how my skin looked with that skincare. That being said, this is not a bad skincare line either from what I've used, so definitely would repurchase if I didn't already have another brand that I preferred more. Alright, next we have Well People. It's a plant powdered exfoliant renewing charcoal exfoliating powder. Again, this is another brand that I got, a full brand of AIA Beauty Bundle. It worked. It did a good job of making my face and my skin feel soft after using it. The only thing I didn't like is where it was charcoal. I had to be very mindful of rinsing out my shower and my shower curtain after using it. Every night. I was able to use it every night though because it was not harsh on me. But it would leave like little gritty black specks and black tint behind in my shower. So I had to be very mindful to rinse that out. So I didn't care for that part of it. But as far as an exfoliant, it does work very well and it is very gentle. At least in my opinion, it was gentle for me. But I won't repurchase it just because of it was making extra work of every night to have to really rinse my shower. Okay, so next, let's get into some more Naturium. So I have their serums. Again, AI Beauty Bundle box. I have the niacinamide serum 12% plus 2% and the vitamin C complex serum. I like both of these. Took me a while to use them up because it's a decent amount of serum in these bottles. I will say I have discovered that my skin really loves a vitamin C product. I think it was this one. I don't know if it was this product or a product before it that I used that had vitamin C in it. That was what let me know that, like, hey, your skin looks really glowy and good after using this. Like, it just loves it. It's just a very good thing for me to incorporate in my skincare. So yeah, I can't complain about either one of these. I would definitely repurchase, and I do think you can get these in minis too if you're interested. I believe I saw them on Target. I mean, that's the good thing about this brand too, is you can get them at Target. So yeah, I would repurchase these if I didn't already have skincare I need to use up. Sticking with Naturium, we have the moisturizer, and let me tell you, I was making sure I got every last drop out of this sucker. You know, most of the time you have a hard time getting everything out of these type containers that are squeeze tubes, but this one made it actually very easy. It almost seems like it has like a weird like vacuum sealed type thing in it that like makes sure it pushes the product down itself each time, which was very handy. And I really like this component because of that. And you know, because it's got this like circular lid, it will stand up on its own. Even though it's empty right now, you would think it would fall over. No. I did really like this moisturizer. It made my face feel really nice and fresh after using it. Some moisturizers, my face will still feel kind of dry, and I'll have to add some more of it. Didn't have to do that with this one. I actually didn't have to use very much to make my skin feel nice and moisturized. So definitely would repurchase. Again, I think there's a mini version of that too. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We have the Well People Revitalizing Dew Snow Mushroom Eye Gel Cream. I used it up, but I'll be honest, so far I have not found an eye cream that I've really noticed any difference with. My big problem though is I have very dominant bags, or like line here. There may be nothing that can ever be done for that because of where I've wore glasses since like the 6th grade. I think that has something to do with it. And the glasses just kind of sitting there all that time. So I didn't really notice anything with this. So I definitely would not repurchase. Okay, so then I have the LYS Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. I use this every single night, and this is very thick. I would not recommend using this like during the day unless you want like a very goopy, thick feeling on your lips. But as a night lip oil, lip treatment oil, I think it worked really well. And it is a little sticky though. Alright, so let's see. I'll show you these next. So, you know, I told you guys I was incorporating sprays into my skincare routine at night, right? So I started out with these because I found a 3-pack of these mini Evians at, I believe it was Bell's Outlet. So I bought it, and I started out with these, just doing that and using them up. And I did use these too, one of these, as a take with me during the summer when it was super hot and I needed a refresh just to kind of like cool off. So one of these was emptied out because of that, but the other two was incorporating it into my skincare routine. I do like these, but I feel like I want to just move on to sprays that kind of have more of a skincare property in it instead of just wetting down my face basically. But I definitely would buy it again to keep in my purse to like cool myself off. because I didn't have to worry about it leaking, as like opposed to carrying water with me and spraying it, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's just start delving into the key soul care stuff I used up. So this is their cleanser. As you can see, this is the other thing I like, nice glass bottles. The only thing is, do not drop this, because you will damage something if you drop this, because I did, and I broke something in my house because I dropped this on it. That's going to cost me some money to fix because it's not something cheap. But, so yeah, they're that sturdy. But yeah, I love the bottle. It looks super pretty on a vanity. But aside from that, you know, I've told you guys, I just feel like my skin, when I use Keys Soul Care products, looks the glowiest, the freshest, the firmest it's ever looked using anything. And that's why I love it so much. I felt more comfortable. I mean, I've never felt uncomfortable going out in public without makeup on. I mean, it's just me. I don't care if people don't like what I look like. They don't like what I look like. I don't really care. But going out, and I felt a little more confident, I guess you would say, going out using this skincare and not having any makeup on. So it's definitely a bit of an ego booster, I guess you could say. But I really liked how my skin looked using all these products with the cleanser. My only pet peeve is the cleanser, and it took me a while to get used to. It smells like sandalwood, and they put that in there. The brand puts that in there to kind of be more like unisex. But I'm not a huge fan of that scent, so that's my only thing I don't like, is the scents with stuff. Same thing with where is it? The luminous exfoliation. I really like this. Yes, I like the Well People, except for, you know, the stain thing that it left behind. But I like this much better. It was much easier to use, much softer. I didn't have to use as much of it as I did the charcoal one. And like it says, luminous. I definitely can say my skin glowy and luminous after using these products. You're going to hear that a lot with the Keys Soul Care stuff, because there's quite a few items. So there's the moisturizer. The only thing I'll say about the moisturizer is I wish they made it bigger, because where I have so much product of the cleanser and so much product of the exfoliator, I went through this before I finished either one of those, and I had to repurchase another one, and I went through that one. So then I just started pulling moisturizers from my minis because I wanted to use up all of the Keys stuff. So I didn't want to have to keep repurchasing this one over and over and over. So I wish they would make this in a bigger container. But I did like it. Felt a very nice moisturizer. Again, glowy, luminous. The other thing I got with that is a Reviving Aura Mist. This one, I could probably give or take this one, because I don't feel like it really did anything more than what the rest of it was already doing. We'll see. We'll see, because I did not repurchase this part of the collection. So we'll see if it did have something to do with the luminousness of it. But for now, no, I did not repurchase, but I did use it up. Okay, so we have the Rich Nourishing Body Cream. So I have 2 minis of that, or just one? I just have one. Yeah, I just have one of the Rich Nourishing Body Cream. I didn't like the consistency of this. Again, this is Keys Soul Care. I did use it up, but I used it on my feet because my feet get very dry and cracked. So it was a balm and kind of greasy. So I didn't really want that for like my body part, my body parts, like my full body. But I did enjoy using it on my feet. But I will say it's not my favorite because my feet did feel kind of like greasy. But it did help with moisturizing my feet because of that. But I definitely don't like this for body care, just because I prefer a lotion. I have the Comforting Balm, same thing. Not a huge fan of it for the same reason, just kind of like very Vaseline feeling. So I use this. Ooh. So I use this one on my feet as well. So I use this one on my feet as well to use it up. So I would definitely, I don't see myself repurchasing either one of these, the Comforting Balm or the Rich Nourishing Body Cream. So then I have the Radiant Eye Cream. Radiant, yes, it did make my under eyes glowy, but that was the only thing I noticed. So I would probably repurchase it because I liked the glowiness of it, but I might probably research more for something either to add to it or replace, to kind of work on more of what problem area of my eyes. Okay, and then we have, I think, a couple more things from Keys. I told you guys I had a lot of Keys Soul Care. We have a mini of the Truly Becoming Multi-Benefit Peptide Serum. I did like this. Again, it's just like all the other stuff. It kind of contributes to the radiance, the glowiness, and everything. So yeah, I would probably repurchase this again because I do like adding in serums to my skincare. We have the Promise Serum that came with my set. I did really like this one as well for the same reason, the radiance and the glowiness. And I felt like my skin was looking smoother as well using these products. We have the Deeply Replenishing Squalane Facial Oil. This is actually one of the first things that introduced me to using a facial oil, because I always kind of steered away from this because I have oily skin. So I thought, oh, I should use a facial oil, but actually using a facial oil, even with oily skin, can be very beneficial. So yeah, I really liked using this, and I have kind of incorporated oils into my skincare routine with other brands from time to time since using this one. And then we have this one. This is like a little hand and body wash. I found I don't think I care for the actual like body care line of Keys Soul Care, but I love the facial skincare line of Keys Soul Care because I can give or take this. Alright, so I think that is all of the Keys Soul Care. So let's get into some of my minis that I have used up. Yeah, so I have an E.L.F. lash serum. I've told you guys before, this does nothing for me. I get it as like extras a lot of times when I can't find anything else to get for free with my order. But it does nothing. So let's see, let's do some Elemis stuff. So we have the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I got this in an Ipsy. Did a good job removing my makeup, but it smells horrible. I cannot, it was overwhelming. It took a lot for me to use this up because that smell was so overwhelming. So I definitely would not repurchase that. And I'm finding that with a lot of Elemis stuff I have that issue, because I had that same issue with the Rehydrating Ginseng Toner that I used up. It had a very potent fragrance that was overwhelming every time I used it. Normally, I can kind of get used to the scent like I did with the Keys Soul Care Sandalwood stuff, but not the Elemis stuff. So I definitely would not repurchase for that reason. But the Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer, I liked. I thought this was very pretty, especially when I didn't want to have to put my primers on, but I still wanted like a glowy finish, and I just wanted to moisturize my skin. This came in handy. I will say it does look a little like glitter specky in your hand before you apply it, but on the face it does not. So there is that one. We have another one that I incorporated into like my skincare misting. This is the 4th Ray Mellow Milk Mist. It's okay. I could give or take it. Let's see. I have the Purlisse Yuzu Plus Orange Moisturizer. Not bad. Served its purpose. Quick little moisturizer. Definitely better than some moisturizers I use, but not as good as my favorites. We have another Turian product here. This is the Vito Glow Lip Balm in Clear. Love these. I may pick up some tinted one of these, but we'll see. But I did like how my lips felt after using this. Okay. Some eye creams here. We have the Coty Premier Cru La Creme eye cream. This stuff is pricey. I looked it up, this brand, and to be honest with you, I really didn't notice anything with this whatsoever. So there's that. And then same thing with the Gold Faden MD Bright Eyes. This is the Dark Circle Radiance Concentrate. I have dark circles right here, the beginning of my eyes. Didn't notice anything happening with this, so. Alright. Next we have Advanced Night Retinoid Serum from E.L.F. There really wasn't much in here for me to give you much of a opinion on this. I think I got like 2 squirts out of this. So, is it something I was wowed by? No. So I'll just say that. Okay, so we have the Beauty Stat Peptide Wrinkle Relaxing Moisturizer. So I've been talking about a moisturizer that I put on and my skin would still feel dry. This is one of them. It's a thicker moisturizer, but I felt like I had to use more and more and more of it to actually feel moisturized on my face. So I definitely would not reach for this over other moisturizers, that's for sure. I don't know if I told you the brand, it's Beauty Stat. Again, a lot of these like minis come from either like adding to my orders, but most of them come from Ipsy bags. Same with this serum. This is the Odacite Vitamin C and E plus Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Normally, I love a good vitamin C serum and how it smells, but this one smells rancid. It was very, very hard to get through this little tiny vial because of that. I still don't think I fully finished it because of that. Maybe, let me see. No, I did. I don't want to open it because the smell makes me sick. So yeah, definitely would not get this again. Here's another one of those oils that I used up. This is the Conserve Your Face Oil from Conserving Beauty. Really like this. Think it's a nice little face oil. I'm seeing my battery getting low, so I'm going to try to zoom through these last couple things. We have the Lancome Gentifique Reactivate Serum, something like that. I got this as my birthday gift for September last year. Love how my skin looked with this, but sometimes this can be kind of an expensive brand. So, and I think this in particular is expensive if I remember looking it up, because I think I was mad for falling in love with it because it's so expensive. But yeah, if I come across the extra money, I may repurchase a full size of this because I did really, really like it. Alright, so we have a Pro Berry Toner. My skin felt really nice with this, actually. I was quite surprised. I didn't have to use but a teeny tiny amount of it on my face to kind of feel like it was saturated, so that surprised me because it took me a while to go through it because of that. The IT Cosmetics Hello Results Wrinkle Reducing Daily Retinol Serum in Cream. Didn't really notice anything with this, so meh. What do we have here? We have the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. This is a very thick moisturizer. You can kind of use it all over your body. I use this little one on my face. I do have a big one for when I get into my First Aid Beauty skincare that I have. So, is it one that I would repurchase constantly? No, but if I get it, I'm not going to hate that I got it, you know? We have a Dr. Brandt Pore Purifying Cleanser. No, it didn't notice anything with my pores. Maybe if I had acne prone skin, this might be more beneficial to me, maybe. So, yeah, can't really attest to this for anything. We have the Avant Shea Butter 8-Hour Radiance Renewal Sleeping Mask. I do like this. I like how my skin looks when I use this. It does have a strong perfume scent to it, though, so that's the only thing that really deters me from getting it again, and the price tag. Okay, so we have a Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I like this. I really don't get the hype of it, though, because it really didn't do wonders. Like, it wasn't like a miracle worker or anything like some people act like it is, but that's another thing that I got as like a birthday gift. So yeah, I mean, if I have it, I'll use it, but it's not something that is like my all-time favorite or anything. We have a Jeffree Star Repair and Revive Lip Mask, the strawberry scent. I love the strawberry scent. Other than that, I would only recommend using it at night because it is a very, very thick consistency. We have a Fourth Ray Beauty. This is their lip scrub from the Lemon Lime collection. Used it all the way up, scooped it all out of there. I will say that I'm still working on the lip balm of this, but the lip scrub goes down rather quickly. Okay, we have E.L.F. Super Hydrate Jelly Moisturizer. Even though I have oily combos in the skin, they recommend you use gel moisturizers when you have like oilier skin and stuff. I don't really care for the consistency of this. It felt very like cold. I know some people like that in their skincare, but like, I would put it on my face and then I'd be like, I don't really care for that feeling using it. So yeah, for that reason, I don't think I would repurchase it. But if you're looking for a good cooling gel moisturizer, that would be a good one. And then my last two skincare items are a Wonder Ceramide Mochi Water Cream from Tony Moly. Tony Moly, I think is how you pronounce it. Both these are from Tony Moly. And the other one is the Choc Green Tea Watery Cream. I really like these. And these little minis lasted me a while. I felt like my skin felt very nice and moisturized without having to use a whole lot of product out of these. So yeah, I think I would definitely look into these two this brand. These two different ones. I really didn't prefer one over the other, to be honest with you. I think this is a Korean skincare brand. Yeah, made in Korea. And I've heard good things about Korean skincare. So yeah, I definitely think I want to check some more of this brand out. Okay, so that is all my empties for the end of the year for 2024. I think I used up a decent amount of products. What do you guys think? It makes me happy that I can use what I have bought or has been given to me by like family members and things, because I do not get PR, at least not yet anyways. We'll see, maybe in the future, but if I don't, I don't, you know. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys think. Have you used any of these products? Do you hate any of them? Love them? Holy grails? Let me know what your favorite products are that you used up for the year or plan to use up this year. Let me know in the comments down below. If you've made it this far in the video, leave something that represents trash to you, since this is an empties video. Let's get creative with that. I don't know. I'm not playing around with emojis too much. There may be a trash can emoji. If there is, then use that one. Alright, so I am very close to meeting my next goal for subscribers. 2 away. I was 1, but then I lost 1. But now I'm 2 away from my next goal of subscribers, which is 250, and then my next big goal is 500. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you like videos like this, like talking about empties and products that I've used up. If you like makeup tutorials, if you like product reviews, if you like unboxings, stick around, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.